Okay, let me restart that again. The requirements to get a broker's license are you must be 18 years of age with no criminal conviction with an act that would constitute grounds for disciplinary sanction, which we're going to talk about here in a minute, or a crime with a direct bearing on your ability to practice competently, or a crime that has a propensity to endanger the public. Do you guys understand what those mean? Good, because I don't. Basically what this is saying is, in my opinion, if you read into this, there's really no definition that really eliminates anybody out of the gate. It allows for you the opportunity to make the application, go and plead your case in front of the commission and say that. There's nothing in there that says if you get arrested as a felony, you can't get a license. Because that's not right. You know, murder's a felony, but so's 2 DUIs in a year. Or 3, one of those. To me, those may not be the same thing. To some people, they may be. You can go and plead your case. So there's nothing in there that's really that you can go, oh yeah, I did that. If you have a propensity to endanger the public, somebody might say, well, 3 DUIs in a year is a propensity. So we're not going to give you a license. Must have at a minimum a high school diploma or its equivalent. GED. Now, you know, the funny thing is, now that we are becoming a more international society, the one thing the law does not stipulate is that it has to be a U.S. diploma. Because there have been several that have come through here that I've literally asked this question to. Do you have a high school diploma? And they all said yes. I said, from the U.S.? No. But we don't stipulate that. It just says high school diploma. All right? Successfully complete the course. If you are licensed after 7/14, you got the 30-hour, which in the first 2 years, and CE is waived. We talk about that. Pass the broker exam within 1 year of the completion of the course. So whatever date we complete will be on your certificate. For those of you online, it's the same issue. The day you finish the 3rd exam and you pass it, the certificate will print a date. That is the date that is your active date. You have 1 year within that active date to take the exam. If you fail to take the exam within 1 year, fail to pass the exam, let me correct that, fail to pass the exam within 1 year, you have to start all over again. All right? Illinois has a really cool law. If you fail the state exam 4 times, you have to go back to school. Here, there's no rule like that. Theoretically, you can take the exams 30 times. All right? Illinois, you miss it 4 times, you got to start again. Okay? Pass the broker's test within 1 year. It says number 4, if you fail to pass within the 1 year deadline, the pre-licensing course must be taken. Must make application. When you make the application, you will check, I want an active license or I want a referral license. You must pay the fee for the license, plus submit the original evidence of the course. So you will submit your certificate, you will submit the money, you will submit the application that's signed by the managing broker. Or the commission can hold your license in unassigned status. Number 6, we talked about the pocket cards, and I told you now the Real Estate Commission allows us to use, there it is, .in.gov/PLA. Then you can scroll through and there's a license search, put your name in, it'll pull your license up, and you can show it to somebody and go, see, I'm licensed. We don't require to carry the pocket card anymore. Your license will expire on June the 30th of the year prescribed by the commission. All licenses expire on the 17th of the 2017. All right? So our next license that we got now, I just got a new license in July. It's a how long license? 3 years. So it'll expire when? 2020. June the 30th of 2020. You will get the same expiration date. We all work on the same expiration date. every agent's license expires June the 30th of whatever year we're in. So 17 it expired, 20 it expired, 26, 29, and you guys can do the math from there on out. All right? No matter what time you come in on the first year, you got 2 more years. You come in on the second year, you got 1 year. You come in on the third year, you got to do it that time. All right? All licensees expire on the same date. You have to apply for a renewal prior to expiration. You will state in the when they renew your license, they ask you, did you do your continuing ed? You say, yes, I did. And then you pay for the fee. All right? Used to be they had a lottery system. Let's assume for a moment all of us in here were renewing our license. When they ask, and you go in and you pay online, you say, I want to renew my license, and there's some questions they ask you. Are you active? Are you still so-and-so? Is this still your address? One of them was, did you do your continuing ed for this year? They will trust you. They literally say, did you do your CE? And you put yes. They do not seek proof unless they audit you. They randomly audit people that says, Joe, you said you did your CE, you hit the lottery, now prove it. And if you can't, then you're in trouble. All right? Now, this year was the first year they're doing a new system where me, as the school, I reported the CE for the people. So when you guys did continuing ed with me and they came to the live class or the online, my system reported to their system, yeah, Raymond Modula did 2 hours of this, Raymond Modula did 2 hours of that. So now I report everybody's to the school or to the state. All right? If your license becomes expired, they will allow you to renew it for up to 3 years after that if you just pay a late fee. So as long as you're in the next license cycle, they will let you renew the license. Hey, I'm going to let my license lapse. And I hear this a lot. I'm getting married. I don't need to work. 2 years later, I'm getting divorced. I need to work. That was just my wife. No. So, okay, I didn't renew it because I thought I was going to hit the lottery. If I'm still in that first license cycle up to 36 months, typically you could call them and go, hey, I want to renew, I forgot to. They will let you renew and you pay a late fee. Once you get longer than about one license cycle, they're going to say, too bad, start again. All right? For the cost of renewing your license, folks, it is never a good idea to let your license expire. I don't care if you're not even in the business. Move your license to referral. It'll cost you $60 every 3 years. That's well worth never coming back here to see me again. In the pre-licensing course anyway. All right? And trust me, I've had at least 4 or 5 cases where I've seen the same student twice for that exact reason. I had 2 that didn't take the test within a year time frame. Oh, life happened. I got out of sync, forgot about it, get this. Now it's been more than a year and commission won't let me test. Okay. All right. Where are we at? What happened here? Requirements for a managing broker's license. Sorry, got myself all messed up. Got to be 18 with no criminal record, same issues as noted before for a broker. This makes no sense to me because for a managing broker, you got to have at least 2 years experience, so you should be at least what? 20, but it doesn't say that. Got to have 2 years active experience as a broker in the last 24 months, immediately preceding application. This is one that kicks people's butt. It's 24 months active status immediately preceding the application. So you cannot work for 24 months, move your license to referral for 12 or 13 months, come back in and go, I want to be a managing broker because I've got 2 years of active status. It's 2 years immediately preceding your application. So you could be referral, then go active for 2 years, then do it. Do 2 years, go referral for a year. When you come back in, you got to do 2 more years again, then do it. It's 2 years immediately preceding application for a managing broker. You got to pass a 24-hour managing broker course. We offer that course here online. All right? Apply for the license, produce evidence of the licensure. You must do continuing ed every 12 hours every year. That's 36 hours, right? But as a managing broker, I have to do 4 of my 12 in a business-related CE. All right? So like last year, we taught an accounting class to the managing brokers. So they do 12 hours, but 4 of that 12 have to be in something other than just regular, and I'm using finger quotes here, realtor CE. You got it. Like this year, we're going to be teaching conflict resolution to managing brokers. That's a company or business course. So if you're a managing broker, you have to do 12, but 4 of them have to be in business or business-related area. Now, one more kicker. As an instructor, I've got to do 12, but 4 of my 12 have to be as a teaching CE. So I got to do 4 hours CE, 4 hours of teaching CE, and 4 hours of managing broker CE. That's my 12 I do. Expiration and renewal of your managing broker's license is the same as the brokers. When you get a managing broker's license, they'll just throw you in the same cycle. Expire on the 30th or the 20th, June the 30th of 2020. Are we good? All right, letter L. We are going to pause here for the day. Pick it up tomorrow. Any questions before we begin? Nope.